What's up, guys? So today I'm going to talk about, should you buy or should you rent? So I had this conversation with my friend at a party this weekend, and it's a good question. So I'm in my 30s. So a lot of people, they're kind of at the age where they're buying their first property. And should you buy or should you rent? I think if you live in a big city and you value stability, obviously you're going to lean towards buying. But here's the thing about renting that people sleep on. The flexibility that you get with renting and just almost like the imagination you can have when you're a renter is better. And hear me out. Because you're not stuck in one house when you buy, you have this flexibility to use your imagination and imagine yourself living in New York if you want to move, living in London if you want to move. You're not really tied down by a specific house or a condo and location. And I think that's undervalued a little bit. I get it, renting can seem like a waste of money, but if you have a good price on your rent, it's not the worst thing, it's not the end of the world. Now buying, I own, and it's good. So if you buy, you definitely at minimum want to buy something that you can at least rent out. That way if you want to move, you can. Buying, obviously, you get more stability. You have no landlord increasing your rent. But what people don't tell you, the money you put into the house when you own it, it's so much. Because when you own the house, you want it to be nice. You're gonna spend more on your appliances, spend more on your furniture, spend more on all this stuff. And again, you lose that creativity and that flexibility to move somewhere, even if you wanna go if I really wanted to move to New York or something, I could, but knowing that I own a home, to think that I would have to rent my house and have someone else dirtying up my house, messing it up, the thought of that makes it very unattractive. So that's the thing when you own, you don't want someone living in your house, messing up your floors. You gotta fix your toilet when it breaks. So what do I recommend? Just depends. Everything in life, it's not a straight answer. If you really value that flexibility, then I wouldn't buy, honestly. But if you do buy, I would always say buy something that you can rent out so you can have roommates. Everybody hates that advice, but it's the truth if you want to save money. But I don't know, there's no wrong or right answer. But I do think the flexibility is so underrated, especially if you don't have kids, you're not married. I would find somewhere super cheap I can rent, and I would just travel a bunch. I don't necessarily see the point of being tied down if you don't have to, especially if you work remote. If you work remote and you're in your 20s and 30s, you can buy if you want, but I don't think it'd be my first choice. I would definitely value the freedom and flexibility over home ownership. And I know I may sound like a hypocrite because I bought, but when I bought, it was a little bit different because I at least have a little bit of an investor mindset, so I'm finding good deals. If people are buying straight off the MLS, you're not getting any sort of deal on it. Me personally, I would say rent and live your life, and then buy when you want to settle down. I guess that's it on buying versus renting, but let me know what you think in the comments.